the will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. The man of wisdom is never of two minds. The man of benevolence never worries. The man of courage is never afraid. The noble-minded are calm and steady. Little people are forever fussing and fretting. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. To put the world right in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life. We must first set our hearts right. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. To see what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. The wise are free from perplexities, the virtuous from anxiety, and the bold from fear. To be able under all circumstances to practice 5 things constitutes perfect virtue: gravity, magnanimity, earnestness, sincerity, and kindness. To be fond of learning is near to wisdom. To practice with vigor is near to benevolence. And to be conscious of shame is near to fortitude. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. Respect yourself and others will respect you. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. The object of the superior man is truth. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. The willow which bends to the tempest often escapes better than the oak which resists it. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach the people. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. The hardest thing of all is to find a black cat in a dark room, especially if there is no cat. The superior man is distressed by his want of ability. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. Do not do to others what you do not want done to yourself. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. When you know a thing, to hold that you know it, and when you do not know a thing, to allow that you do not know it, this is knowledge. The firm, the enduring, the simple, and the modest are near to virtue. What you know, you know. What you do not know, you do not know. This is true wisdom. When prosperity comes, do not use all of it. If I am walking with 2 other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. When you have faults, do not fear to abandon them.